Cage Minds, Micah Frankel at United Fit. It's like a decade in the making to do this interview. One of my favorite MMA amateurs is now going to become a professional fighter. Eric Dodson, still got that $1 million smile, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for this event, so it'll be good.
Man, it's been forever since we've seen you fight. What, after all these years, got the interest sparked again to want to compete?
Well, the bare knuckle fighting in itself was interesting to me because during my MMA career, everybody kind of strayed away from like jiu-jitsu, wrestling. Everybody in the crowd kind of wants to see everybody getting real bloody, getting real beat up. So I have always been a little bit of a striker. And then when the opportunity came up with the BKFC, I just thought, man, that's my bread and butter. So I'm excited to do it. My brother's on the same card. It was an opportunity to fight on the same card as my brother. So it was a decade in the making, and as you said.
I talked to him on my MMA After Hours podcast. Check that out where you get your favorite podcasts, everybody. He said he followed you into this. Normally it's the little brother following the big brother, but he said he followed you into bare knuckle.
Yeah, whenever BKFC originally started, I was a big fan of it. I started following it. I started watching it a lot more. And then just the idea of this not having gloves, the smaller gloves kind of still blocked all the punches and stuff. And with it being bare knuckle, it felt like in its truest form, and it was probably one of my favorite things. So when the opportunity came to Cowboys Ranch, we went out there, we did the tryouts. We got through the tryouts and stuff, and then so I just been waiting around for a fight. And while he was there, he did a couple of interviews with it, and they asked him if he wanted to fight. So he absolutely jumped on board alongside me. It was an opportunity for us to be on the same card, so it's going to be a good event.
So how long have you two been preparing? Not how long is camp, but how long have you two been preparing for this date, for these fights?
So we've been preparing for a long time. I was supposed to fight Nick Viller a while back, and then something fell through the cracks. It didn't work out, and then it looked like it came back to fruition. So we had the opportunity to fight here in Albuquerque, which is our hometown. So the opportunity to fight in our hometown just rang bells for us. So it was kind of cool.
Last time we saw John fight here locally, it was in that venue. He scored a knockout. So you're going literally from last time you were in there in the bleachers to now being center stage.
Yeah, absolutely. So the goal for this fight, we both know we're going to win. So the goal for this fight is to get a knockout before my brother. But we're both debuting in the BKFC. So whoever knocks their dude out faster is officially the better of the debuting brother. So it's our own little personal competition. So I'm excited for that.
How much you guys push each other, like just through everything and the goods, the bads, and all this laughter and competition friendly?
We push each other a long ways, honestly. Just because we're brothers, we have that little brother kind of competition always going. But the idea of us both debuting, both getting our first fights, or both getting our first knockouts is going to be huge. So it pushes us a lot. It drives us a lot, honestly.
Not to beat a drum on this like dead, but it's been a while. So has it felt weird? Camp, weight cutting, dieting, getting hit again. There's a lot of things that you're reintroducing to your body here.
Yeah, a lot of things. The biggest thing is the weight cut. You know what I mean? I'm a little bit older now, so the weight's still coming off. But the actual fight aspect of it's always been there, so that doesn't really bother me too much. It's the mindset's always been there. It's exciting, honestly. It's been a while, like you said, so the excitement's there, and that's what's good.
And how has the hand conditioning aspect of the training been?
It's been good, honestly. We still hit with gloves and stuff. We do a little bit of hand conditioning and stuff. But other than that, I think over the years we've seasoned our hands to this. Don't get me wrong, it's a whole new event. It's a whole new aspect. It's a little bit more precise. So, but I think we'll be just fine in this.
And what are your expectations for the wildness of a bare knuckle boxing match? I mean, it's not MMA, it's not boxing. This isn't meant to be clean. It gets a bit wild every time you watch the sport.
Yeah, for sure. I think the idea of everything just bare knuckle is kind of wild. Everybody gets cut a lot easier just because there isn't the gloves, there isn't that surface area, and just I don't know, man. I think it's exciting, just the idea of having those pictures at the end of the fight, seeing the before and after, getting the cuts and getting everything. Everything about bare knuckle just seems a little bit wilder, and I kind of like that wild aspect of it, to be honest.
I feel like there's a badge of honor to be earned walking through this fire.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, the goal is obviously to knock him out early, but to have a little bit of a war wound and stuff isn't a bad call. Do you know what I mean? A lot of MMA fighters walk around with their ears that have cauliflower on it, so a couple scars over our eyes is something worthwhile, nice little story to tell, and to tell how you got it. You know what I'm saying?
And you still are the owner of one of the nicest flying punch knockouts I've seen on the regional scene to date. I still say it's you. One of the nicest GSP kind of.
I think it's going to be good. Yeah, me and my brother both talk about implementing something like a Superman punch or something into it, just to kind of keep our own little signature in it. But I think those little flying punches and those different off steps and to be able to cover distance quickly is going to be something that's to our advantage for sure.
I can see it, the laughter, the smile, the invigoratedness. How exciting is all of this?
It's too exciting, honestly. I'm super excited. I can't wait to fight. I've been talking about getting to the BKFC for a long time, and then we actually did the tryouts, which we waited for a long time, and then it came into town. We were going to travel to go see it. It happened to be happening in Albuquerque, but I was excited before the event, before the tryouts, and now that our fight's a little bit, only a couple weeks away, I'm still excited. So it's a cool feeling, honestly.
Eric Dodson, welcome back.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.